Nike has really made it a point to ship a lot of React sneakers. To those who don't know, React is their cushioning technology for the midsole that has pretty much taken Nike fans by storm. If you are looking for casual sneakers, one of the best ones to pick up, of course, is the Nike Element 87 React. There's also an Element 55 that's a bit more affordable that you can also cop. We then saw a barrage of hybrid sneakers featuring React midsoles with traditional uppers from other sneakers. For example, we have over here the Jordan 1 React. The upper is your typical Jordan 1 upper, and then you have the React midsole over here. The review to this is linked down below. We have, of course, the Presto React sneaker, a thick, really thick React midsole for this one, especially on the heel. And this one is actually one of my favorite interpretations of the React for a casual shoe. We also have, of course, the Air Max 270 React, which has the 270 air unit here at the back, and then you have the React foam here from the middle all the way up to the edge of the sneaker. Now, React actually started with a set of performance sneakers which debuted with the Epic React Flyknit, then followed the Odyssey React, and the more affordable Legend React. However, the Legend React was pretty much criticized harshly because it felt like a cheap subpar version of the other two, the Odyssey React and of course the Epic React Flyknit. Fast forward today and we have the Nike Legend React 2. And this is a testament to the fact that Nike actually listens to the feedback of their customers, because they pretty much took all the criticisms that was shared by a lot of the reviewers, YouTubers, vloggers, and critics, and of course athletes, and improved on most of them. I actually love them now, and I've been wearing them for a couple of days, and I wanted to do this review for you. Guys, this is my review of the Nike Legend React 2. Now, if you haven't been following the vlog, I do a lot of giveaways on the channel. In fact, we have 5 or 6 ongoing giveaways, including a Jordan 4, an Under Armour HOVR Phantom sneaker, and a bunch of other stuff, even including a Marvel Infinity Gauntlet in red, the one that you see at the back, as well as 2,000 peso mystery box from Poundit. Anyway, my point is we do a ton of giveaways. To join, you have to subscribe to the channel, you have to follow me on Instagram, you have to join our Facebook community. All the links to those 3 is in the description box, as well as the links to the detailed mechanics of each giveaway. Join, good luck! Let's kick things off with an unboxing, and as with typical React sneakers, it comes in this orange Nike box with the swoosh over here at the top. You have the details of the sneaker here along the sides. It says there Nike Legend React 2, size 12. Now, I kind of bit the bullet on this one, guys, because I was actually looking forward to copying a size 12.5 to 13 for the Nike Legend React 2. However, they only had until size 12, and when I fit it in store, it still kind of felt a little bit snug. So ideally, I should have gotten a 12.5, but despite that, it actually was workable and it was still rather comfortable. So let's pop the box open. So as you guys can see, you have your typical tissue paper, and then boom! Now this is in the black, gray, and white colorway. There is a blue version of this for men, as well as a black and pink version for the ladies, which actually look pretty nice, pretty dope. If they had that for men, I think a lot of guys actually would have copped just for that pop of pink to make it a little bit more livelier than just a dull black, gray, and white sneaker like this. Ladies also have an option of copying it in what looks to be like some sort of like light purple colorway. So again, guys, all of those sneakers, all of the colorways are now available over at Nike stores. The Nike shop that I dropped by and bought these sneakers from is actually the Nike Park over at BGC Fort. So what are the changes? Dramatic, guys. I actually hated the Legend React a lot, and you can read that, you can see that in my previous review. Now, just by looking at it, I can already tell the big changes. Number 1, the forefoot area is a bit wider, which is a heaven sent for people like me who have wide feet. That is like, oh, hallelujah. So that's why I'm really happy that they made finally a React sneaker that people with wide feet can enjoy. So that's the first major difference. So that's with the part over here. Next, the upper looks to be much more breathable compared to the first version of the Legend React. Because one of my biggest, I don't know, like con points or criticisms against the Legend React was that it was such a hot sneaker. I mean, it was supposed to be like a long distance running sneaker, and yet it was so hot and it was so snug, so that really didn't make sense at all. And lastly, probably one of the biggest changes that they made was the construction of the React midsole. If you check a lot of the performance runners who did reviews on this, one of their biggest issues was that the React on the midsole, especially here at the heel part, was too soft compared to the firmness of the midsole here from the middle of your foot all the way until the edge. This new version actually addressed that. So there is this like TPU foam over here at the back. That's where the Nike React logo or emblem is written. That actually helps with the transition. They also made the heel part of the React a little bit more tuned so that it's consistent with the rest of the React foam that you see for the rest of the midsole. How is that on feet? Now, I really don't see this as a good performance shoe while it is billed as a performance sneaker. Because if you ask me, there are a lot of other great options in the price point. This one retails right now for 4,000, I think 900 pesos or a little less than that. But there are great options within that price point. If you can make your way over to an outlet, you can pick up a lot of the more the previous generation of the Epic React Flyknit at that price. So you actually get the best performance React sneaker that you can cop, which is their high-end model at the same price point if you are able to make your way to the outlet store. Another good alternative if you are into running, of course, is the Nike Pegasus 36. One of my favorite sneakers right now. I've been rocking it a lot. It's not as mushy as Boost, but it's pretty good, especially if you are walking long distances or if you are really into running. So where does the Legend React come in? If you ask me, it's really more of a casual version of the Nike Epic React and the Nike Odyssey React. Now granted, you can probably really run in this, and I'm not a performance runner, I'm not a performance reviewer, so I'll leave that to somebody else who'll do that review for this shoe. But as somebody who wears a lot of sneakers every day, I can tell you that I'm actually loving the feel of the sneaker. My main gripe with the React, with the Nike Epic React and the Odyssey React, was that it wasn't really friendly to people like me who have wide feet. And that's pretty much addressed with this sneaker. Now granted, the middle part is still a bit thin. I think if I was able to get it at the right size, which is 12.5, it would be the perfect fit. And I would finally have a Nike React sneaker that I would love to wear on a daily basis. How is that so? I showed you guys earlier 3 other Epic React or React enabled sneakers. My issue with the Presto React is that the React is just too thick, especially in the heel. So if you wear it for a long amounts of time, there actually is some sort of heel fatigue or foot fatigue that you get wearing this shoe. Now it is comfortable if you are wearing just for a couple of hours, but believe me when I say maybe it's because I'm a big guy. But anyway, it's not as comfortable as the time progresses, which is also the experience that I have with the Air Max 270 React, the sneaker over here. The air bubble with the React, the transition is not as good. And I did get like that feeling of heel fatigue eventually after a couple of hours of wearing them. This is probably the worst, and it should hit outlets. This is the Jordan 1 React. I absolutely do not recommend that you guys get this. Just get a normal Jordan 1. And lastly, of course, we have the Element React 87s or Element 87s. And again, my main issue with this one is that it doesn't really look good on people with wide feet because of the super thin base. So yeah, it looks good on people with narrow and normal feet, but not really for me. Which leads me again to this one. Because of the semi-chunky vibe, because of the slightly wider base, because of the roomier upper, I actually enjoyed wearing the Nike Legend React 2. And what makes it even sicker is the fact that it is affordable. It retails for less than 5,000 pesos, less than $100. Eventually, if it makes this way to an outlet store and it sells for like less than 3,000 or less than 4,000, that would be an absolute steal of a sneaker. So guys, if you're like me, you have wide feet and you've been wanting to wear an Epic React or a React sneaker, this is definitely something to try and test on feet. Before we wrap up the vlog, I might as well share with you the other interesting sneakers that I saw on display at the Nike shop. So I did find the Nike Pegasus Turbo 2. So this is the second version of the Turbo 1. I think the Turbo 1 had that really nice stripe that ran along the middle of the shoe. The Turbo 2, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the favorite sneakers of Heskix, one of our favorite sneaker YouTubers. Well, my favorite sneaker YouTuber, one of my favorite sneaker YouTubers who does content on shoes. I tried it on. My main issue with it, not friendly for people with wide feet. My feet were literally exploding along the sides of that shoe. Now, apart from that, there was also the Vomero, I think 14, if I'm not mistaken, which is a combination of Zoom and React technology for the midsole, which also looked nice in the black colorway or in the white colorway that they had with the blue and red accents. Now, I also saw the red colorway of the Nike Presto React. that one, guys, I mean, I was severely tempted to pick that one up, but I really can't count or imagine the instances that I would be happy to wear red sneakers. Maybe right now I'm wearing black pants and a black shirt with the red illustration of Akuma, and then maybe those red shoes. Tempting, really tempting. So that one almost got it. And they also had like a lot of colorways of the Nike React 55. So if you are into the Element React 55, you now have a ton of options to pick from. So those are just some of the sneakers that you guys can cop over at the Nike Park over at BGC. There are a lot of even nicer colorways for the ladies, especially the React Air Max 270 as well as their Air Force One. So my tip, if you're doing nothing this weekend, might as well just drop by BGC, especially if you're in the area. Swing by Nike, swing by Titan, swing by Adidas, swing by Athlete's Foot, swing by, of course, Soul Academy, swing by Under Armour, swing by Puma. There's just so many sneaker stores over at High Street BGC, and have a nice drink of buko juice at the Buko Bros store over there, which I love their drinks, by the way. But anyway, I'm rambling. My main point is lots of new sneakers to check out this weekend. And before we end the vlog, I just wanted to reintroduce a fellow this time tech YouTuber. Her name is Isa. Now, Isa is part of a weekly podcast that I'm working on. So eventually you will see her more on the channel. So watch out for that. But for now, I'd like her to introduce herself to you guys.
Hi guys, I'm Isa. That's me live at the launch checking out all the cute colored phones. That's me testing out a camera but at the beach. Me unboxing all pink gaming peripheral. Me, matching my nails to a phone at Mount Fuji. And me, well, getting my nails done by a robot. I make videos about tech catered to the non-techies and the more casual users like yours truly. I try out new tech and test them against real-life scenarios. Whether it be on my travels, unique experiences, or just mundane everyday stuff I care about, like my IG feed, selfies, and social media. I fly out to bring you, my viewers, stuff I think you'll enjoy. Because in today's modern world, there is so much cool tech waiting to be discovered or experienced, and we don't need to be hardcore techies to enjoy them. You can check out my stuff on youtube.com/isadoestech.
If you guys love everything tech and lifestyle, please do subscribe to Isa. I will put a link down below to her channel. And with that said, that wraps up our vlog for today. I hope you guys are having an amazing weekend, and as usual, peace, God bless, what's up, boom.